Living to 70 used to be rare. These days, it's common. But living peacefully and freely at 70? That's still rare. By the time you've reached this age, you've likely weathered every kind of storm life can bring. You've fought your battles, raised your children, maybe even sacrificed your own needs, time and again. So why do so many seniors say, the older I get, the heavier life feels? It's not because your body is breaking down. It's because your heart is still carrying too much. You're still worried about your children, still clinging to pride, still reliving old pain, still trying to hold on to things that don't matter anymore. But here's the truth. After 70, the real wisdom isn't in doing more. It's in letting go. In this video, let's talk about the things that truly don't matter anymore after 70, and how releasing them can help you live with more joy, freedom, and ease. 1. Stop worrying so much about your children. You've raised them, you gave them everything you had. You sacrificed your time, energy, health, and comfort. But even now, you're still checking in constantly. Did they eat? Are they fighting with their spouse? Will they ever buy a house? Here's what you need to hear. Your job is done. You raised them to be adults. Their life is now their responsibility. You can still care, support, and love, but not at the cost of your peace. You deserve mornings where you wake up without a checklist, afternoons spent doing what you love, evenings where your heart is light. Real love isn't about doing everything for them. It's about letting them live. 2. Don't let face control your life. So many elders still stress over appearances, worried about how people will see them, afraid to say no because it might look rude, pretending to be strong when they're not, spending beyond their means just to keep up. But let's be honest, what good is pride if it costs you your health and happiness? True dignity doesn't come from flashy clothes, expensive gifts, or status. It comes from being comfortable in your own skin. The most respectable elders aren't those who look rich. They're the ones who live simply, speak kindly, and sleep peacefully. You don't need to impress anyone. Your presence, your wisdom, your laughter, that's your legacy. 3. Stop bottling up your emotions. For decades, you've been taught to be strong, quiet, and composed. Don't complain, don't show weakness, don't burden others. But now, you've earned the right to speak freely. If you're tired, say so. If something hurts, speak up. If you're sad, let the tears come. Suppressing emotion only hurts you. It leads to stress, insomnia, and even physical illness. You've spent your life being the mature one. Now it's time to be the honest one. Let your heart breathe. 4. Let go of old grudges. Some people carry pain for decades. A harsh word from a sibling, an argument with a friend, a betrayal that still stings after all these years. But ask yourself, while you're still reliving it, has the other person already forgotten? Holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and hoping they suffer. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing your peace over your pride. Release what's already done. Use your energy to enjoy the people who are still here, still loving you, still showing up. Many elderly people don't feel tired from their bodies. They feel tired from carrying too much emotionally. Not from disease, but from dwelling on gossip, regrets, or self-doubt. From caring too much about what others think. From trying too hard to live right, even when the cost is peace of mind. In this section, let's dive deeper into things that seem important, but actually weigh us down after 70. 5. Stop worrying about neighborhood gossip. She hasn't come out in days. Something must be wrong. Her son didn't show up again. Maybe they're fighting. They didn't invite us to the wedding. Must be looking down on us. These whispers echo in parks, markets, and apartment halls. But here's the truth. Most of the time, people gossip out of boredom, not malice. Today they talk about you. Tomorrow it's someone else. They'll forget it in an hour. You, however, might carry the sting for days, unnecessarily. Protect your peace. Don't get caught in idle chatter. Maintain polite but healthy boundaries. Respect others, but don't seek validation from them. The best kind of relationships at this stage: no drama, no pressure, just calm, respectful distance. 6. Don't call yourself useless just because you're older. Some seniors feel like a burden. I'm no help to my kids anymore. I'm not earning, not working. I must be in the way. I don't want to be a problem. But here's the truth. You're not useless. You're just measuring value by the wrong yardstick. Your worth is not tied to money, work, or productivity. You are the keeper of family history, the emotional anchor for your grandchildren, the quiet glue holding generations together. Even if you don't do much anymore, your presence is powerful. You don't need to prove anything. Your value is already written in every year you've lived. 7. Don't chase. Every health hack you see online. Today's world is flooded with miracle cures and grandma recipes. A herb that claims to cure arthritis, a pill that promises to reverse aging, a movement that restores bones in 3 days. Many seniors jump on these trends hoping for fast results. But the risks? Unproven supplements that damage your liver, excessive tonics that worsen chronic diseases, wrong exercises that injure joints or spine. Real health is never about magic fixes. It's about balance, patience, and personalization. Healthy aging includes seeing doctors regularly, eating clean, modest portions, moving gently and consistently, sleeping well, and managing stress. Your goal isn't just to live long, it's to live comfortably. 80. Don't be so frugal that you suffer. Many seniors were raised with one core value: don't waste money. And yes, saving matters, but not at the cost of joy. You've spent your life sacrificing, working, raising children, helping family. So why are you still afraid to eat something fresh and delicious, buy clothes that feel soft and fit well, travel somewhere new with friends? Using your savings to enjoy life is not wasting, it's rewarding yourself. Smart spending looks like buying quality, not quantity. Choosing experiences over clutter, investing in comfort, not image. Let your later years be filled with dignity and enjoyment, not constant restraint. You deserve it. For many people, just hearing the word aging brings discomfort. They avoid mirrors, skip birthdays, and stay silent about body changes. They fear becoming irrelevant, invisible, or forgotten. But the truth is, what ages us the fastest isn't time. It's fighting the fact that time is passing. If you fear growing older, you'll rush to hide it. But if you learn to embrace it, aging becomes freedom. Let's talk about what it really means to grow older and how it can actually make life better. 9. Aging isn't just about body changes. It's about your mindset. You've seen those vibrant 70-year-olds who still travel, paint, take photos, or volunteer. Their bodies aren't perfect, but their minds are wide open. Then there are others, barely past 60, who already act like life is winding down, constantly complaining, fearing change, telling themselves, "I'm too old for that." What's the difference? Not years, but attitude. You can still try new hobbies, wear new colors, visit new places, and meet new people. There's no rule that says discovery stops at 70. Your age may go up, but your spirit doesn't have to slow down. 10. Stop using age as an excuse to stop living. How often do we say, "I'm too old for this"? Too old to learn, too old to try, too old to change. But who made that rule? People have learned to drive at 60, started a YouTube channel at 70, published books, or built gardens at 80. You don't stop dreaming because you're old. You grow old because you stop dreaming. The real barrier isn't age, it's fear. Afraid of being laughed at, afraid of failing, afraid of discomfort. But life shrinks or expands based on how bold you are. Even if you try and fail, you've already won, because you dared. 11. Aging is not shameful, it's natural, even noble. In a society obsessed with youth, it's easy to feel invisible once your hair grays or your steps slow. People treat aging like a disease, something to hide, fix, or fight against. But every wrinkle you carry is a story. Every gray hair is a badge of survival. Every "I don't know" is a chance to learn again. You're not outdated, you're seasoned, you're not fading, you're evolving. The world may chase trends, but wisdom never goes out of style. 12. Let go of perfection, embrace peace. Instead, most of us were raised to chase perfection. Be the ideal parent, keep the perfect home. Never lose your temper, always be polite, proper, put together. But chasing perfection often leads to exhaustion. By 70, you've earned the right to ask, what do I want? What brings me joy? What makes my days feel full? An imperfect family can still be full of love. A not-so-successful child can still be a good person. A complicated past can still be forgiven. This stage of life isn't about achievement anymore. It's about alignment. Not about being admired, but about being at ease. Many people assume that aging means life begins to wind down, but those who've truly figured it out will tell you true happiness in later life doesn't come from having more. It comes from needing less, seeing more, and feeling lighter inside. In this part, Let's uncover the subtle, beautiful details that bring genuine joy after 70. 13. Happiness isn't in possessions, it's in perception. When we were younger, we chased bigger houses, higher salaries, recognition and success. We kept saying, once I have BM, I'll be happy. But then we got those things and still felt restless. Meanwhile, some seniors with simple homes and modest meals smile more than anyone. Why? Because they've learned to see. The sunlight pouring through the kitchen window, a tiny flower blooming in the corner of a park, a grandchild's unexpected hug, a warm bowl of soup after a walk. True joy comes not from what you hold in your hands, but from what you notice with your heart. 14. Happiness doesn't require noise. It blossoms in stillness. Many older folks believe that avoiding loneliness means staying busy, playing mahjong all day, jumping into every group chat, filling every moment with noise, but sometimes all that noise just masks emptiness. The most peaceful elders, they're not constantly surrounded. They're comfortable alone. They know how to read slowly and lose themselves in a story, brew tea and savor its aroma, take quiet walks and notice the birds, the sky, the breeze. Real contentment comes when you can sit with yourself and still feel full. 15. Happiness isn't found in comparison. It grows in self-acceptance. Older people often fall into the trap of comparison. Whose kids are more successful? Who gets visited more often? Who has the better retirement? Who looks younger? But this only leads to stress and sadness, because no matter how much you compare, there will always be someone who has more. Instead, focus on what you have. Food on your table, health in your body, someone who cares. The less you compare, the more you appreciate. And appreciation is the soil where happiness grows. 16. Happiness doesn't mean no problems. It means prepared and peaceful. Many seniors fear getting sick, being a burden, being forgotten. But happiness isn't about having zero problems. It's about being ready for them. You can do regular checkups, save a little extra, set boundaries with family, kindly make your wishes known in advance for care, living, and beyond. When you've planned well, the future stops being scary. You stop saying, what if, and start saying, so what? Peace isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of confidence. Final reflection. After 70, the happiest people aren't those who have everything. They're the ones who've learned to let go. They've stopped chasing. They've stopped competing. They've stopped apologizing for who they are. They've realized happiness is a feeling, not a finish line. Joy is something you grow inside, not wait for outside. Peace is a decision, not an accident. So don't ask, how do I look? Ask, how do I feel? Don't say, I'm just getting old. Say, I'm growing into myself. If this message touched your heart, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. We're building a space for wisdom, kindness, and meaningful living. In the comments, tell us, what does a happy life after 70 look like to you? We read every word, and your story might help someone find light in their own journey.